I'm about to make some structural modifications to the simulator as part of its ongoing evolution. Let me tell you all about it. Well, good day everyone. Thanks for joining and I hope you're well. Yes, in the continual evolution of the simulator, I've had it built like this in this configuration for about 3 odd years now, and it's time for a subtle change. Basically what I intend to do is take the roof away and half of the cladding. And the main reason for that is effectively screen block. It's becoming a bit more of a nuisance more than anything for me. Mainly because I'm getting into a lot more recording and streaming and so on, and I really need to be able to see more of the screens. It's becoming problematic when trying to drag apps around and so on and so forth. So really it's going to be a case of stripping this back to a half shell, and luckily for me I've got some structural beams that will enable me to do that. But it's probably best if I show you how I'm going to do that in the model and show you exactly what it's going to look like in the model once it's finished, and we can come back and I'll show you it when it is done in the real world. Let's get over there now. Okay, here we are in the model right now. So I've got everything switched on, as you can see, including the surrounding TV screens. Basically, as I explained before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off half the shell. So you can see this beam running through here. All of this cladding above it, so I guess all this across the top here, these beams that I'm highlighting through here, these cross beams through here, through there, all the way down to that seam line there, which is effectively midway through that beam all the way along. This is all going to come off, and what that'll do is if I go to the left hand side there, it'll basically just free up a lot of my viewing space that I'm struggling with, as I mentioned before. So I think it'll come up nicely. Obviously all the other little peripherals will come off as well, so these little cap things here will come off, and also the front struts and everything. So let me now sort of show you what the after shot would look like in the model. I'll take you there now. Okay, so this is what the modified one will look like. As you can see, I've taken all of that roof structure away and just left that through there, which has really opened up the side screens for me, which should look really good once it's all done. So that's just basically a taste of that. That was one singular upright, just cutting that back down, taking all the roof panels out and so on. Now, because the screens are quite pretty well close to each other in terms of their height, I've got them within about 1 millimeter. I think they're pretty close after much trial and error. What I've been able to do across the top there and retain that is I've basically got, and this is not quite correct, there is a stiffener across here, but I'll explain that in a moment. This is effectively a 12 millimeter piece of MDF board that is painted, or will be painted, fully black, and some stiffeners, little small 60 by 10 or 60 by 20 stiffeners that run all the way along there. I think there's 2 or 3 of them that I'll put in just to give that some rigidity in that direction. And then what that'll do, I guess, will be to give me a little bit of enclosure there. The other thing it'll do is, if you can see that, is for the purpose of new camera mountings, I've gone away from, I guess, looking across above my head and also above the co-pilot's head and moving more into a virtual camera view. So what I've designed here is literally a drop camera piece that you can probably see if I just turn that through 45. I'll start again. Turn that, you can see that there, and that's just at around eye line level. That's just a 3D printed piece there. What I did with that is built that on a swivel. I don't know if you can see that or not. I might do a different video on this one. Just basically you can see that. Now I can just swivel that around to suit based on where my eye point will be. So that's pretty much it, really. I think it'll look pretty good. Let's show you now what it looks like when I have done the mods in the real sim. But yeah, I think it'll come up nicely. I think it'll look a lot cleaner, and it'll certainly save my head from smashing myself on the top there, plus also free up some TV screen viewing capacity as well. And I think what I'll do is, once that's done, I may even move away from the operator station as such, because basically I can use this right screen here in full.
Yes, I'll lose a little bit down the bottom left-hand corner, but Windows 11 has all the icons in the middle, and I can see all the way through there. I'm probably only losing a little bit of the corner, but I'll be able to see that quite well. So I'll probably move that to be the operator station. All right, let's go back to the main one and see what it looks like and finish it up. So here we are with the completed modification post the model, and I think you'll agree it looks a lot neater and cleaner than what it did before, and has solved the problem that I had, and that was stop me banging my head and also opening up some restrictions that I had on the cladding as well. So I've really liked the way that this has turned out, and yeah, as you can see, I've taken off all of that roof structure through there. And removed, or basically cut down the verticals on this down to the seam line beam that I had running all the way through the sim there. So effectively this is just the half shell now, with all of the front panel inside of that. None of that has changed. That's all as it is, as you can see through there. Excuse the camera work, it is a little bit awkward in this room. It's quite tight because, as you know, I've got a racing sim rig sitting right here. But there we go. Yeah, I think you'll agree it looks pretty good. In the corner, also, I guess the other thing as well is I've done away with the cameras looking across either side into that, and really just simplified that back as well to a single camera in the corner. I don't know if you can pick it up or not through there, but there's a single camera sitting in the corner there. As well, which is just on a 3D printed little mount that I've got, so it's hanging down. It's about eye level, or just above my eye level when I'm in the seated position, and that's really all I need now for doing, I guess, a lot of my virtual recording and streaming sessions that I'll be running in the future. So there we go. Oh, the other thing I probably should mention as well is the operator station. As a result of me now getting a lot more access to this, it's probably made this operator station over here a bit redundant. Because part of the reason I had that was because of the lack of visibility in here. So I would generally set things up at the operator station and then come into the sim and have it set up like that. But now, given that I've got all of that visibility there, I think I can just use this as a primary monitor and do away with the operator station monitor over there. So that'll be one less monitor to worry about. I will use that, that's a 4K monitor, so I'll use that elsewhere in the house, probably downstairs. And I've obviously got a spare camera as well. So there we go. That's it. Hope you like it.
That's what's going to be happening in the model. As you can see, it'll be cut down to a half shell with the screens there.